Once upon a time there was an overly serious consultant called Alexander and an amazingly curious child called Candy. Both shared one passion in common. They loved to walk along their local beach early in the morning. The two had never spoken to one another, merely acknowledged one another's presence over the months with a respectful distance. After all, it was nice to have the beach to oneself. But today was to be different. Overnight, a strange tide had caught thousands of starfish by surprise, depositing them stranded upon the shore. It was as if the very constellations themselves had fallen from the sky and been scattered across the sand. This morning, Candy was having the time of her life. She picked up one after another individual starfish and spun them like ninja stars through the air back into the liberty and safety of the surf. One after another whizzed through the air as she giggled with glee. All this animated activity completely threw Alexander off his stride. He couldn't think straight. He was distracted. So today he decided to change his habits, and this time to engage with Candy. "Good morning, young lady. You seem to be enjoying yourself enormously," he called out. "Yes, sir. This is great fun," Candy replied, respectfully, yet with zest. They both clearly realised the enormity of the numbers of starfish stranded, but couldn't hope to count them. Alexander bent down to pick up a starfish too. Somewhat casually, he threw it back into the ocean, and then seemed to lose heart. He said, though not unkindly, "How can you realistically expect to make a difference when the problem is so enormous?" Candy's eyes sparkled. She didn't answer back immediately, but rather bent down and picked up another starfish. She threw it with gusto as far as she could, out over the waves, to where it fell with a reassuring plop into the depths of safety. Then she looked Alexander straight in the eye, grinned cheekily and said, "I made a difference to that one, sir." They both laughed enormously at the truth of this statement. Alexander took off his jacket, rolled up his sleeves, bent down, and together the two new friends began making a difference, one starfish at a time. Finally, Alexander turned to Candy, for this is how she had introduced herself as they chatted and worked hard at their mission, and said, "Oh, by the way, feel free to call me Lex. I feel a changed person."
Cold and jewel decree. 10,000 fallen stars lay stranded, cut loose from out the sea. A man who counted cost and scale walked on in pensive thought, and came upon a single act that a young boy's hand had wrought.
A ceramic star of cobalt blue, held in a palm so small. The boy just paused and heard a call no other ears could hear at all. The man said, "Son, can't you perceive the numbers on this sand? You'll never shift this terrible weight with your one small human hand." But the boy just winked and turned his face to the deep and waiting ocean waves so green, and he threw his starfish home again to where the waves convene. I made a difference to that one. His voice rang out, set free, and the man's soul stirred with a brand new word. At last I truly see.
the starfish ceramic, or a living, breathing heart? And was the boy just saving life, or playing a magic part? The parable is old as time, the magic fresh as dawn. It's in the doing, not the done, that hope is being born. And the boy just winked and turned his face to the deep and waiting green sea, and threw his starfish home again to where the waves convene. I made a difference to that one, his voice rang out, set free. And the oceans are deep, and we weep, and deep calls to deep before we can sleep. Arise, humanity, to steward the world you were so blessed with. And every soul can hear that word. At last I truly see. One act of mercy, whispered, not screamed. One lonely creature redeemed, redeemed. The scale of heaven is counted in one. Yeah, the needs of the many do not outweigh the needs of the rising of joy with the setting of sun. His mercies can never end or be undone. They are new every morning. Or grant upon this fretboard, on every string and key, is to magnify the glory in the one, the few, the many. To play the song of kindness with every note we own. For the maker of the starfish, and the boy who cast it home.